Welcome everybody to the River City as we bring you tonight's QBL matchup between the Southwest Metro Pirates and the Gold Coast Rollers. We are broadcasting live from the pirate ship at Mount Cravat. Tonight's games are brought to you by TripBookie. It's all right here and WCMG results delivered. Over to our commentators for tonight's matchup, Regan Baker and Jordan Pelizzari.
Good evening and welcome to Hibiscus Sports Complex, where we are bringing you the live QBL Round 3 game between the Southwest Metro Pirates and the Gold Coast Rollers. I'm Regan Baker. I've got JP here in the booth with me. Jordan, exciting to be back after a year, well, not quite a year, 6 months away from the microphone. How are you feeling tonight?
Yeah, I'm feeling good. It's good to see the first home game for the Pirate Girls this year. They're welcoming back Maddie Willie after a multiple-year hiatus from the Pirates, and it's a big signing to get their junior player back, who is now captaining the team. And both teams will be looking for their first win this year after going 0-2 on the road. Both coming off some pretty heavy losses. The Pirate Girls had the tough doubleheader of Cairns and Townsville in round 2, taking 2 losses, where Gold Coast are coming off 2 straight losses to both Brisbane and Ipswich in pretty significant fashion. So both sides will be out strong, looking to get that first win, get on top early.
Yeah, especially with Southwest pulling in some big names this year. They're returning Stephanie Bairstow. Grew up in the club, has played here almost as long as I can remember anyway. I've been a long time friend of the family, grew up with Jared. So it's really great to welcome Stephanie back to the club as well. And the first game, I believe, Shelby Cheslake comes in to play for Southwest as well, one of their key marquee imports. Coming in at a towering 6'3" or 6'4", I believe it is. So absolutely huge import there from Southwest. So it's going to be really interesting to see how she melds in with the team.
Yeah, and they've also got Sydney Parsons returning for another year, who's a KG veteran. Always a strong player. I believe she had a 50-point game last year for Southwest. She's a great player, and I'm sure they're thrilled to have her back this year.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's going to be a very, very interesting matchup. Like you said, JP, both teams coming off a couple of tough losses on the road. Gold Coast really struggling last week against Ipswich. So we should have a fairly even matchup. We've got about 50 seconds before the game starts, JP. What do you reckon your prediction for tonight's going to be?
Look, I think the home court, the Pirate Ship, will help the girls pull through and get their first win. They've got the size advantage over Gold Coast, and they've also got some, as you said, some big names in Steph Bairstow and Maddie Willie, looking to make strong returns in front of their home court for the first time in a couple of years. Yeah,
I couldn't agree more, especially with that addition of Shelby Cheslake as well. I know all the guys here at Southwest have been really excited to see her come into the team. So I haven't had a chance to get out to any of the training sessions yet, but from all reports that I've heard, Pollock in particular, really, really excited to get the girls on board. So it's going to be interesting to see how we go here tonight. Really, really good matchups as well. I mean, Gold Coast has a lot of young development players in their squad as well, all local girls from the Gold Coast, which again is really good to see that they are developing their players through those junior ranks to come up and play in the QBL.
Yeah, absolutely. And Southwest as well. Their squad is littered with juniors who played the ball at Southwest. Like Maddie Willie did. You said Steph Bairstow, Charlie Kamen. I think she's now her 3rd year into the side after coming up for the junior ranks. Celeste Williams as well, and Savannah Au. They're all young players who have developed together and starting to get some experience under their belts.
Yeah, definitely so. So it should be a really, really good game here as we got the Southwest team. Shelby Cheslake just towers over every other player on this court. It's going to be a huge advantage there for Southwest. They're going to be able to pull the offensive and defensive boards quite easily with her on the court.
Yeah, absolutely. They got Maddie Willie starting, Sky Rees, Shelby Cheslake, Kelly Page, and Sydney Parsons for Southwest. Southwest has just won the tip.
And a nice easy start to the game there for Southwest, putting 2 on the board within the first 5 seconds. A little bit lackluster there from the Gold Coast defense, but I'm sure they'll get that cleaned up pretty quickly.
Yeah, look, she's got a lot of size advantage over the opposition, so it could be a big game for Shelby. Ooh, and we got the first foul of the game coming in. That one will be on Sydney Parsons for the Pirates. And for Gold Coast starters, we have Sophie Johnston, Sian Woods, Sarah Glazebrook, Ashley Condon, and Chanel Tolley. And it's Gold Coast inbound from the baseline. And a steal already for Shelby.
Yeah, nice little start here for Southwest. They had those 2 easy points early on. To get a steal like that straight off the mark. Maddie Willie with a huge 3 from the left-hand side of the court to take Southwest to a commanding 5-0 lead, nice and early on.
Yeah, they got to find Maddie in transition. She's been a shooter since like under 14, so if she's open on the 3-point line, she'll knock it down all day.
Yeah, absolutely. Gold Coast now with the ball as they pass it around the outside of the key. Really going to need to look for some of those outside shots, the Gold Coast Rollers. They're going to struggle to penetrate through this really towering southwest side. As I say that, though, Sophie Johnson just goes straight through the centre. I mean, for a team as tall as Southwest, they shouldn't be letting those kinds of inside layups go through.
The help defense was a bit slow on the rotation, but that nice little Euro step got her the easy layup there.
Nice and strong inside there for Shelby Cheslake, putting another 2 on the board for Southwest.
Look, she could have a big game. That's 4 already for her. 2 from 2 from the field. Her impact will be felt tonight. And the Rollers are just moving the ball around the perimeter. Johnson with the drive and kicks it out.
Long
3-point miss by Glazebrook. Pirates on the break again.
Nice little jump shot there from Southwest. Couldn't quite convert, though. Gold Coast coming down with the board. Gold Coast taking things nice and slow, which I think is going to be the way they're going to need to win this game. They don't need to rush anything against this taller Southwest side. They need to continue making these nice passes around the outside, looking for the nice open layups like that from the inside. Couldn't quite convert there is Tolly.
Well, they did something really nice there. They got Cheslake out on the perimeter, involved in the pick and roll. That way the keyway was open for the drive, but unfortunately they couldn't convert. Southwest just turned the ball over and Gold Coast are going to take possession. Woods is bringing the ball up. Parsons not giving her too much room to breathe.
Gold Coast again setting themselves up. It's nice to see that they are having this really nice 4-out, 1 inside.
The key will keep Cheslake moving off the ball so that she's not camping down low and getting nice blocks inside.
Nice hands there. Couldn't quite get the conversion for Sydney Parsons, though. Glazebrook, wildly long 3-point shot. They're going to call a 24-second shot clock violation. I kind of thought the ball may have left her hands already, but either way, Southwest came down with the board. It's ours again anyway.
Yeah, they'll restart possession. Parsons to the ball. Maddie Willie's playing off the ball with Parsons as the primary ball handler. If she gets running off some screens, she can get a lot of open looks.
Oh, nice pass inside there from Maddie Willie. Straight into Cheslake, who takes the nice easy 2. And she'll go to the line for an extra 1. So that foul's going to go on number 10 from Gold Coast, Ashley Condon. That'll be her first for the game.
Okay, as we were saying, Cheslake's going to be the key to the game. 3 from 3 already. About to take a first 3 throw as well.
Yeah, it just goes to show how much difference it makes to have that big player on the inside. Like, Maddie Willie, nice lob pass into the center of the keyway for that easy shot. Maddie Willie wildly breaking on the free throw.
Yeah, big lane violation there.
It's unusual to see that at this kind of level as well. Like, normally the girls are fairly controlled.
Yeah, I think she's really keen to get the rebound.
She's just happy to be back.
Yeah.
Oh, nice look on the inside there from Glazebrook. Couldn't quite convert, though, so Southwest does come down with it. Maddie Willie on the fast break. Looks ahead for Parsons. Decides to go herself. Can't quite convert, but she will pick up the foul.
The foul's on
That one again will go on Condon, yeah, so that'll be 2 for her. Nice and early on. Coach not happy is what he's seeing, so they're going to call a timeout and go for a bit of a rest. Let's just keep it here for 2 seconds, though, JP. We won't take a timeout ourselves. Yep. What do you reckon is going on early on for the Gold Coast team? They're going to have to fix up their defense if they're going to try and take this game away from Southwest.
Look, as we said in the pregame, they just don't have the size to match up with Cheslake. So she's exploited that early, getting a lot of easy looks. Look, they might have to think about going to a zone, but it's early, so maybe throw a double team every time she gets a catch. But if she's got almost a foot on every other player, then it's hard for them.
Right, it's going to be very, very hard for Gold Coast to continue trying to attack the rim through the players that, like you said, Cheslake being a foot taller than anyone else on the team. You know, Gold Coast is really going to have to just make the nice quick passes, look for those open layups. You know, there's nothing wrong with doing a jump shot. I've seen the Southwest girls fall for that many jump shots that you just need to take the fake, take the drive around, and then just take the sitting jump shot after they've already fallen for the fake.
Yeah,
I mean, Gold Coast just needs to slow down their offense and look for those passes.
But at the same time, if they can get the rebound and push to, like, maybe the bigs will lag back, but look, Southwest just aren't missing at the moment.
No, absolutely not. I mean, Southwest really performing from their shooting percentages as well, as Maddie Willie comes here now for the 2 free throws. Converts the first.
And it's not just Cheslake, they've also got Rees inside, who's another big girl, and Southwest got some height on the front line. And then they got Bairstow coming off the bench to relieve them, so Gold Coast got their work cut out for them.
Yeah, definitely so. Southwest has a lot of height this year in comparison to previous years, so it's going to be a game changer, Southwest, this year, having that additional height.
And not just height, but height that knows how to use it. Like, in previous years, they had one girl who was about a 6'7", but she just didn't know how to use that size. But, I mean, with these girls who know how to use their body, know how to use their height to their advantage,
Yeah, Maddie really just not able to take the pass on that one there, so it goes out of bounds and will go back to the Gold Coast team, give them another opportunity to get a couple more points on the board.
Yeah, absolutely, to convert. Too many turnovers as well. They've been throwing the ball away.
They just need to get their confidence up a little bit. Once they get a couple of nice, easy baskets, Gold Coast, they'll really start to feel that confidence. They'll find that rhythm that they're going to need in order to keep scoring. Glazebrook now for the open jumper. Doesn't quite take it, though. That's the opportunity you've got to take, though. I mean, she was open. She had about, probably 2 meters of space. You just need to have the faith to take those kinds of shots. Ooh. That one there, long shot from Emily Hall for the 2.
Yeah, I think she heard it's beacon, but big, deep 2 there. But it's not an easy shot. Like, she had a defender right in her face, so they need to, like, I guess it's hard to try to get easy shots with this size, but...
Oh, nice fake there as she tries to go inside. She'll pick up the foul as well, so Kelly Page is going to go to the line for another 2 for Southwest. Gold Coast already backed. They're not sliding their feet to get in front. I mean, it's the fundamentals of, under 12 training. It's all about moving your feet to get in front. The girls are just making all that contact from the side.
Yeah, well, like I said, it can be difficult with a big post presence who knows what they're doing inside. And she makes the second free throw.
12-4 the lead now for Southwest. Gold Coast taking it down the court nice and slow in the hands of Woods. Oh, nice little crossover fake there. Kicks it out, a little bit too strong. Can't quite get it over to Hall. Southwest ball again. And again, as I said, JP, Gold Coast just needs to slow things down a little bit. They just need to look for the open shots. You had that great crossover fake to the left-hand side. She should have just pulled up for that nice little pop shot.
Yeah, she kind of made the good initial move, but then got stuck and just forced the pass out. As Pirates hit a nice little mid-range jump shot. But that was great help D by Rees, and she gets reward on the other end for a nice little 2.
Yeah, it was a very interesting technique, that one there from Sky Rees as well. It was almost a stunted shoulder shot.
I'm no one to comment on someone's shooting style. With a big 3 there by Hall. She's still the lone scorer, actually. Sorry, she's not the only scorer, but she's the top scorer already for the Gold Coast.
Sydney Parsons now taking it nice and slow for Southwest as they kick inside to... Oh, can't quite convert there, unfortunately, for Southwest.
It's Cheslek's first miss of the game.
It was bound to happen sooner or later. No one has 100%. Gold Coast again, just taking it nice and slow, chilling at the top of the keyway. There is Woods. Just looking for the move. You've got 7 seconds left on the shot clock. They need to find something soon. Nice pass there. Hall opened. Air ball, though. Nice rebound. Nice quick 2 points there.
Yeah, there's a little bit too much dribble. Like, they weren't moving the ball. They're just kind of standing there dribbling the air out of the ball. And that, look, the defense won't move if you don't make a move.
Oh, Sky Rees with a shuffle of the feet there for the travel. Right idea, though, coming from Sky Rees. I mean, she had that nice little fake. It just didn't quite work out for her that time. You've got to make sure your foot actually stays on the ground when you're going to do the pump fake.
Yeah, Southwest ball movement has been great early on. Getting either good looks or good drives.
Yeah, absolutely. Southwest makes their first sub for the game. Kelly Page coming out for Charlie Keeman.
Yeah, it's been interesting to see Charlie's development over the years. She started at the end of the bench as a development player, and look, now she's the first sub off the bench for the Pirates.
Yeah, she's really come a long way. I mean, she's been having a lot of issues lately as well in terms of her back, so she's had to sit out. She sat out a lot of last season due to back issues, and especially with her studies as well. So it's really good to see her actually getting some minutes as well. I mean, 5 minutes into the first quarter, she's the first sub for the Southwest team.
And she's played great D in that shot, and Sydney Parsons with a big rebound, but she steps out of bounds. Yeah, she's a good little spark plug player off the bench. A lot of energy, comes in, gets in the offensive face on defense. So.
And she's always had that tenacity as well. Like, even in junior, she was always exactly the same. She would always have that tenacity. She would always play. She was always one of the strongest defensive players that I would ever come across. I mean, I played like a lot of one-on-one with her when I was a little bit younger as well at different competitions.
And a bit of the commentator's curse there. She fouls Hall on the shot. But it looks like Gold Coast, a lot of their offense is going through Hall at the moment. They probably need to get her coming off some screens, get a couple of open looks, because she hit a couple of shots, but they've all been heavily contested. So if they can get her open, look, she's hit the contested ones, so I'm sure she'll make the easy ones.
And Gold Coast finally starting to get that roll that I was talking about as well. They've come from 7 points down. They're only down by 4 now. They've managed to score 8 points in the last probably 2 or 3 minutes. So they really are starting to find their form now, and a lot of that is coming out of Hall as well. I mean, not necessarily the point scoring itself, but
yeah, she missed that second free throw, and Pirates taking possession of the ball.
And again, Hall playing some really strong defense there on Sydney Parsons as well, forcing her to pass the ball off. Maddie Willie now for the long open 3. Can't quite convert. And there'll be a push in the back here for Southwest. I think that one's going to get called on Cheslek. Yeah, correct. Cheslek with a bit of a push in the back there on the rebounding situation.
Yeah. That's her first foul of the game, and we got a sub for the Pirates. Rees coming out, Savannah Au coming in. It's another young junior from the Pirates who played all her ball there, made a couple of state teams, so it's good to see her continue her senior basketball in the Pirate system.
And it is really good to see as well, especially when you do have some incredible players on the court as well. Like from Southwest, you've got Sky Rees, you've got Cheslek, you've got Sydney Parsons, you've got some amazing imported talent. So to have your own team coming up through the ranks as well and being able to work with those kinds of bodies it's really, really good to see that they're developing their own associations. And it's the same with the Gold Coast, like we said. Lots of young players coming in, and they've got the development, especially with Hall as well in particular for Gold Coast, really supporting the young players on the court.
Deep two is off by Sydney Parsons, and a big offensive rebound by Charlie. She just didn't give up on the play. Looked like Gold Coast were taking possession, but she fought hard for the ball and gets her order with an easy layup.
I wouldn't exactly call that an easy layup. It was probably the ugliest shot I've ever seen her take, but hey, if it's going to work.
It's wide open, it's easy.
Not for me. Wide open is never easy when it comes to me trying to shoot a basketball. It's not pretty. It's the reason I gave up and started refereeing. Gold Coast again, just not quite able to get the open pass to the inside. Southwest now with a fast break opportunity. 2 quick passes. Savannah AU possibly a travel, I would have thought, but they're going to get the 2 points on that opportunity.
Yeah, it's a lovely fast break by the Pirates. Sydney Parsons led it, and then pass to the wing to Maddie. A nice lead pass into Sav for the easy finish.
Yeah, it was a great possession there. 3 nice, quick, easy passes for that open layup. I still reckon it should have been waved away for a travel, but that's just my opinion.
And see, the Pirates' good defense inside is forcing Gold Coast to just settle for long 2s and 3s, and it's not paying off for them at the moment as Sydney takes a sub. And in for the Pirates comes Talisa Manamaluga.
So we've got 2 minutes and 43 seconds left in the quarter. Southwest has a slightly more commanding lead at 18 points to 10 over the Gold Coast Rollers. Maddie Willie will just settle at the top of the keyway now. Looks for the inside pass. Cheslek kicks out to Keeman, back to Willie.
Big mismatch in the post there.
Oh, she kicks back out again. Southwest going for the long shot. And again, Gold Coast is not moving their feet quick enough to get in front of the offensive player. Just picking up a nice little quick blocking foul there.
I think that might be team fouls.
I think it's only 4, that one there, JP.
Four?
Yeah, I think it'll be the next one.
Yeah, Pirates getting the easy matchup. Look, big mismatch down low.
Oh, nice long pass there from Willie over to Keeman. Huge block by Glazebrook, though.
Yeah, I think that was a missed opportunity. Cheslek had a big mismatch, like a 1.5 foot size difference on the seal. They should have just fed her and let her go to work.
Yeah, Keeman probably just should have gone a little bit stronger at the basket as well. I mean, that seemed almost a little bit too easy for Glazebrook to swipe that one out of her hands. That one's going to be a huge foul there on Southwest. That one's Cheslek. She's questioning it. It's definitely a foul on her, though. She's jumped probably, a solid metre forward and just landed on the back of Glazebrook.
You can see that one coming for a little bit. So she's picked up her second foul, and Amanda Beatson's going to sub in and give Cheslek a well-earned break.
Yeah, look, and it's not too big a loss this early. I mean, there's 2 minutes to go in the quarter. She's only on 2 fouls. They've got an 8-point lead. Look, it's probably a good time for her to have a bit of a rest, get some water into her, and then come back halfway through the second.
Yeah, absolutely. She's been phenomenal early on.
Nice pocket pick there from Southwest. Fast break opportunity. Silly foul, though, from Woods.
I think at times like that, you just got to foul to prevent the easy layup, so not much more you could do. So we've got 2 free throws coming up for Manamaluga. A really nice clean steal, though, by Manamaluga around half court. Played good D, put a hand in at the right time, just picked the ball clean.
See, I'm never a fan of that fast break foul in that kind of situation. I mean, you should at least try and get the steal rather than just going straight for the body or straight for the hack. I mean, yes, you don't want to score them the easy 2 and you want to put them on the line, and I suppose this time it has worked out. But there's so many better ways to just try and get the ball, to play good defense, get your feet in front. You don't have to worry about picking up those silly fouls, especially in the first quarter as well. The last thing you want to do is get yourself in foul trouble this early on.
Yeah. She missed both free throws, so it paid off, and Gold Coast taking possession of the ball.
Gold Coast is taking it nice and fast here around the outside as they try and look for the open opportunity. Hall drives into the center, pops one up, just rolls out.
Yeah, it was a tough shot. Big rebound by Al. Manamaluga with a beautiful move.
Yeah, absolutely gorgeous play there from Southwest, JP.
That's the thing. Not only are Southwest big, but they're also running the break really well. Opening up the opportunity for the easy layups.
As Glazebrook steps out for a long 2. That one can't quite fall, though. Amanda Beatson picking up the rebound.
She's at a rough shooting start, Glazebrook. She's only one of 5 at the moment. Ooh, it's a rough pass.
Beatson looking almost as though she's a little bit injured. She's just got a bit of an odd running style. Looks like she's in a little bit of, I don't know whether it's pain or whether it's just a bit of tension. Looks like she's struggling a bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
Nice hand there from behind with Beatson for the block.
She gets the block and forces the turnover. Great defensive play. As Glazebrook will have her first sub. And in comes Johnston back in.
Under a minute now in the first quarter action here in live QBL basketball. Maddie Willie bringing the ball up nice and slow for Southwest. They'll take things easy here, I think. They don't want to try and rush a shot too quickly. Ooh, Charlie Kempin almost looking for the pop shot, but just passes inside to Beatson. Nice little inside look there from Willie. Beatson with a nice open layup.
That was a perfectly executed pick and roll. Beatson sets the pick, rolls hard. The defender doesn't follow her. Maddie Willie, being a smart player, finds her in stride for an easy layup. Gold Coast hoping to get a nice basket here, but drive, rough shot, big rebound for Beatson.
Probably a little bit rushed there from Gold Coast. They might get lucky though. They'll pick the ball up here again. 10 seconds left on the clock. They really need to get the ball over halfway for an open opportunity. Passes the ball down. Going inside is Johnston. She lays it up. Can't quite get that one to fall through for her, though.
Yeah.
That's the end of the first quarter action here from Hibiscus Sports Complex. Southwest Metro Pirates 22. They're leading the Gold Coast Rollers, who are currently sitting on 10. We're going to have a quick break, but we'll bring you back shortly with more live QBL action brought to you by Panagos Productions. And welcome back to Hibiscus Sports Complex as we continue to bring you this QBL Round 3 matchup between the Southwest Metro Pirates and the Gold Coast Rollers. JP, before we kick off in the second quarter, run us through a couple of quick stats.
The key performance for Southwest so far have been Maddie Willie, 5 points, 5 assists already. She's playing amazing, creating plays for her teammates, and Shelby Cheslek, who's almost got a stat in every category, bar block shot so far. 6 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 1 turnover, and 2 steals. Southwest playing fantastic, and she's only got 1 missed shot as well, Shelby, so she'll have to watch out. She does have 2 fouls early on, but...
Yeah, Southwest with a really, really great shooting percentage at the moment. They're just taking the right opportunities. They're not rushing anything. They're not, they're not quick to fire. They're waiting for the open opportunities to take the smart baskets, which is really helping them get these points on the board.
Yeah. Renee T's playing her first minutes of the game. Another player who's grew up in the Pirates system, although she's a bit of a veteran on this team now. But it's good to see she stuck out her senior basketball with the Pirates as well.
Yeah, it's probably about 5 years now for Renee T's with the Southwest Metro Pirates QBL program. Maybe a year of development in before that as well. So again, it's good to see that these players are coming through the ranks and they're sticking around with the club.
A 3-point there attempted by Johnston. Big rebound for Al.
Sydney Parsons now looking to fire it up the court. Nice and quick. Kicks out to Renee T's on the side. And going to be a hooking foul there from Southwest, I believe. So that one's going to go to Amanda Beatson for the hook.
No, I think is that an elbow, not a hook?
Same sort of thing, I suppose. Like, yeah, she kind of went back with her elbows and just tried to wrap it around just to get that open space. Hook, elbow, yeah, it was all the same kind of action either way. But Southwest really needs to watch what they're doing at the moment. They've had 2 over-the-back rebounding fouls, and they've now had an offensive hook as well. So they really need to be smart about how they're playing their offense.
Yeah, look, that was good defense by Gold Coast. Like, when you're much smaller than the opposition, especially with the bigs that Southwest has got, you got to get into them, push them, force them to be physical, make them work for their spot, and they'll commit silly fouls like that. And if you can get a big offensive foul on the post, that's an awesome defense.
Yeah, and it is. It's really smart offense from defense from Gold Coast. Just getting really, it's about being annoying. It's about being known. You know, pushing into the backs of the players that are much bigger of you. You know, just making a pest of yourself so that they do silly things like that. So we got a long shot here now from Condon. That one goes in for a huge 3. That might just give them the motivation they need.
Yeah, that was good. Was good offense by the Rollers. They drove in, forced the 2 big girls on the ball, kick out to the wide open player in the corner for the 3.
Parsons again now taking it nice and slow for Southwest as she almost looks to drive centre by herself, and just on the kick out to tee, she'll pick up a foul. That one will again go on Condon. I think that's going to be her 3rd.
See, one of Parsons' best traits as a point guard, she's really good at keeping her dribble alive. As you see, she had a hesitation dribble there, then kept it alive, realised nothing was on, and she managed to draw the foul as well. As Cheslake is subbing back in for Beeston. Beatson, sorry. So Southwest got the 2 big girls back in the middle.
Yeah, Cheslake will just need to watch her hands here. She can't get another silly foul like that, although she'll be sitting out for a little while.
And look, don't be surprised if Gold Coast try to go at her body on offense, try to get that 3rd foul in early.
Just a bit of an issue here with the score bench and the referees, it looks like. So sorry, guys, we won't be too far away before we get back into things. Not too sure what's actually going on.
No.
Well, while we've got a little bit of time, JP, let's just run through some of those stats again that we didn't get to do just before the quarter. So what's it looking like from Gold Coast?
Look, for Gold Coast, the leading scorer so far, Hall, her shot, she's the one who sparked the motivation for Gold Coast, led that initial comeback. They need to get some offense from some other players though, but their field goal percentage has been woeful. They're 5 from 21 from the field, which, look, it's tough to win any game shooting 5 from 21 from the field. They're just taking a couple of contested shots. They've been unlucky on a couple of drives, though. A couple of drives, they got into the hoop, and layups that just haven't fallen in. I mean, it's tough when you got the couple of big girls in Southwest standing in the middle. But they've had the right idea of getting involved in the pick and roll and making Southwest, making the big girls come out. But I think they need to try to get to the line a bit more as well, because they're only been to the line once for those 2 free throws from Hall.
All right, it looks like we're good to come back in again. It was just confirmed before that there was just a little bit of blood on the court, so that's what the hold-up was there. Sorry about that, guys. As we bring you back more live action here, Southwest does kick it off with 14 seconds on the shot clock. Sydney Parsons drives down the centre. Nice little pop shot, possibly a little bit rushed, wasn't quite set and couldn't get that one to fall. Great defense from Southwest on the other end as well. Long pass from Gold Coast. Yeah, that one will settle with Condon now as they slow things down. They're
trapping out of the transition, which is interesting, but look, they got the stop. They stopped the fast break for Gold Coast and able to set up their half-court defense, so it's great D by the Pirates.
Nice passing here from Gold Coast, is probably just a little bit too far away, the defensive player, for that shot fake. And huge blocker there from Cheslake as Renee Tees now comes down for the fast break.
And Cheslake's now on the board in every stat category with a block shot. It's really impressive. It just shows her impact on the game, that she's able to contribute in so many different facets. So Renee Tees will take 2 free throws, the first of the game. As Pirates, Emma Hall subs out. And in comes Sean Woods.
So Renee Tees to the line for 2. She'll make the first. That'll take it back to a 10-point lead for Southwest.
11 now.
I clearly can't math. Nope, I've got the score wrong. Sorry about that, guys. 23-12. 24-12 now.
Actually, Scorebench might have it wrong. They've got it 13 on stats.
I thought it was 13. I swear that last shot was a 3-point shot.
Stats have got it different to Scorebench. They'll have to.
All right, you know what? I'm going to claim that we're right. So we're going to say that it's 13-24, and we'll wait confirmation on that, guys. It's either 12 or 13 for Gold Coast, 24 for Southwest. As they take another long 2 from outside, that one will be 2 for Georgia Rankin.
Look, unfortunately for Gold Coast, that's what they're going to have to do. They're going to have to take long 2s, which are, look, they're tough to make, but long 2s and 3s, if they've just got the big girls inside, and wow, what a pass.
I kind of feel like that's not who it was meant to go to, but it worked out nonetheless for South.
You know, for having the two big girls, Pirates are still running the transition very well as Cheslake gets fouled. And that foul is on
So that one
Sean
going
Woods. Look, you can see Gold Coast defense struggling quite a bit. They're in foul trouble again this quarter. On 3 team fouls already.
Sydney Parsons goes right. Nice little inside look there. Cheslake for the nice open layup for 2. Cheslake making a huge impact on this Southwest team. She just knows where she's got to be.
And look, that was a beautiful pass by Parsons. Just put it right in the breadbasket, right through 2 defenders. And wow, big layup there for Gold Coast and the foul.
Yeah, that's what they need to do. They just need to keep taking those kinds of opportunities. Amazing play there from Chanel Tolley. And it's good to see coming out of the young players as well. You know, they're not being afraid to put their bodies on the line and do the work that needs to be done. You know, like you do have amazing shooters on Gold Coast, like Hall. But for the young guns to come out and have those kinds of opportunities to drive it straight out Southwest and convert with the and one, really good passage of play for Gold Coast.
Yeah, especially driving at the big girls, trying to get them into foul trouble. Look, that's what they need to do. If they can get Cheslake to commit another little cheap foul, and it'll lessen her impact on the game.
Couldn't quite convert the free throw there for Tolley, so they'll remain on 17, possibly 16 once we fix up the scoring issue. Sydney Parsons takes the long 2. That one doesn't quite fall. Nice little offensive board there for Page for 2.
The Gold Coast need to fix that. They had the Pirates had both the big girls out on the perimeter, and they still let one of the guards get it. Just keeping the Gold Coast girls on their heels by just being such a good ball handler. As Gold Coast turn the ball over, Pirates with a 3-on-2 break. Page will take it herself with a putback by Tees.
Nice little putback by Tees. Again, Southwest just really showing their form here tonight as well. You know, they're committing to getting those points, and they're just doing what needs to be done. Like Panagos Productions. Between the Southwest Metro Pirates and the Gold Coast Rollers. Just to give you a little bit of an update on that score, guys, we do believe that it is only 16 for Gold Coast. Apparently there was a 3-point shot that the stats guys and us thought was a 3, but apparently it was not. I don't know why I had to get so dramatic on that. I just felt like really getting into it.
Yeah, very passive-aggressive to the score bench people.
I wasn't passive-aggressive. I was asking a question. That's completely okay.
Gold Coast take possession up top.
Tolley now under heavy pressure from Maddie Willie. Does get it out to Glazebrook, though. She slows things down a little bit. 4 seconds on the shot clock here. Gold Coast needing to find an opportunity. Kicking out, risky, and that one's a 24-second shot clock violation.
Yeah, that's great defense by the Pirates. The rotation on the drive was fantastic, forcing Gold Coast to just keep passing the ball and couldn't find an open look.
Yeah, Gold Coast starting to struggle with that offensive drive down the center as well, not having too much luck on the inside. Again, as we said in the first quarter, JP, they really just need to start looking for those open long shots. Not necessarily threes, but just, you know, arm jump shots, which they should be practicing at training, just to try and get some points back on the board because they're really struggling to get in through the center with the bigs.
Yeah, it's Cheslake with an easy post up, nails the hook shot, the assist by Parsons. Look, Parsons has got this offense moving on a string. It's fantastic to watch.
Yeah, the tag team duo of Parsons and Cheslake is really starting to show its form. I mean, that's sprouting some incredible fruit for Southwest. I'd love to see the double up for them in terms of assist and points between Parsons and Cheslake, because I reckon all of Sydney Parsons' assists have been to Cheslake.
Yeah, not just that, but Maddie Willie's still sitting on 5 assists as well, so Pirates just, they know where the weapon is and they're feeding it beautifully.
Maddie Willie now goes to the left. Nice little jump shot. Can't quite convert, though. And again, Condon just picking up another little foul as she comes underneath. I think that was that Maddie Willie that just picked up that foul?
No, it was Rees on the rebound with a little box-out foul.
Yeah, Condon in trouble. That's 4 fouls when we're only 6 minutes into the second quarter. She'll be sitting out until the 4th. It's not a good position. It's not somewhere where you want to be.
No, absolutely not. And to be honest, it's a bit questionable coaching, him leaving him in there with 3 fouls. And look, she just picked up a 4th, so now she'll have to sit
team draining the shot clock to 3 seconds. Gold Coast will retain it on the baseline, but they've got to work something in fast here.
Yeah, they'll probably have to put up a tough contested shot here unless they can get a nice switch or something on an inbounds play.
Yeah, it needs to be a drive down the center. They just got to get away from the defensive player, open up. They will pick up the foul, saving Gold Coast life with 1 second left on the shot clock.
Yeah, they'll get the reset to 14. I'm not a fan of the reset to 14.
Look, I guess it kind of makes sense. And realistically, for Matty to foul with 1 second left on the shot clock, it's silly defense.
Yeah, it was. It's not smart. Like, at that point, you probably just step back and make him take a tough shot. But
yeah, well, Tolly was facing the wrong way anyway, so even if Matty had to just step back, Tolly was facing Southwest's basket. She wasn't going to be able to turn around and take a decent shot in the space of 1 second.
Drive and a tough shot there by Tolly. So they've, again, put in enough tough position where they got 5 seconds on the shot clock to find a shot. Look, with the two big girls, Cheslek and Rees inside, it's just hard to get something.
Gold Coast again struggling, but Southwest, this is the second time in the space of a minute where they don't need to foul. You don't need to put your hands on in that situation. They've got 4 seconds to take a shot. Why would you foul?
Yeah, so that foul was on Talisa Manamaluga, and she just bailed him out. So now they got the reset back to 14, see if they can, for the third possession in a row, create something.
It's like Southwest is trying to help them score at the moment. I mean, that kind of thing needs to be coached out. The girls have to be aware of how much time is left on the shot clock. And in a situation like that, you simply can't foul. Clock, guys, clock.
The Southwest defense was fantastic, and again, forcing them down to 2 seconds on the shot clock. Gold Coast threw a pass out of bounds. Southwest take possession. And it's looked like they're slow to bring the ball up the court. Look, they'll probably be looking to attack Cheslek again on the post.
Matty Willie tries to settle things down here. Charlie Keeman looking to take the long three. We're going to have an offensive foul on the inside from Southwest. That one's going to go on Sky Rees for the illegal screen. I didn't see that, JP, did you?
I saw her move, but I thought she was pushed off the screen. But she may have stepped up into it first, creating the contact herself. So it was a bit of a tough one, but unfortunately, that's what they got to deal with.
Yeah, hard to know what happened on that one, unfortunately. Sorry, guys, but that will be
that's only
Gold
her first
Coast
ball. Both teams in the bonus now, so next foul will be free throws.
Yeah, it hasn't been a great quarter from the foul side of things. Sarah Glazebrook takes interesting shot, but that managed to come off for her.
Yeah, and she gets the foul on Rees as well. Look, it's been real. Sorry, that's her third foul, Rees. It's been real, I guess you could say, immature basketball from the Pirates. Like, in the past 2 minutes alone, I think they just about picked up all of those team fouls.
4 at least.
Yeah, a couple of real silly ones.
Yeah.
And now they're in the bonus, and every foul will be free throws.
Yeah, they've come from playing a really, really great start to the quarter. I mean, they've gone, probably 5 minutes without a single foul, or one foul if that. And then all of a sudden they've just picked up 4 in the space of a minute and a half. I mean, that's not smart basketball. Not when you're winning by 18 points. You want to keep that lead. You shouldn't be doing silly little fouls, giving your opponent the opportunity to catch up again. Yeah. Nice little play there from Keeman as she picks up the rebound. Willie fakes and goes left. Pass inside to AU.
Gold Coast are working hard inside. Pirates keep getting into the keyway, but they're forcing them into tough positions where they have to kick the ball back out.
Manamaluga couldn't quite convert that one, and Tolly picked up the rebound for Gold Coast. Nice little inside drive from Woods. Kicking back out, that one goes to Rankin.
Long threes off, Pirates with the ball.
Manamaluga again looks for the nice inside pass there. Cheslek converting.
Cheslek is fantastic at just getting into a position where she can get good shots off, and Manamaluga.
She's just got such a strong dominance on the inside, especially when she's uncompeted in terms of height. She's going to power on the inside the entire time. Oh, that Matty Willie again going to pick up a silly little foul.
Yeah, I think that's just one where she just wasn't aware where the offense was going and accidentally bumped into her. So free throws come for Gold Coast as Emma Hall checks back in. And she takes out Sean Woods. Yeah, it was a nice little pass on that fast break by Manamaluga. She faked one way, looked like she was going to score, and kicked it straight back to Cheslek, who was in the post for an easy little layup. And look, Cheslek has played fantastic. She is 7 from 8 from the field. Astonishing 87%.
Yeah, that's huge, JP. That is huge.
3 boards, an assist, 2 steals, 2 blocks. She's having a tremendous game for the Pirates.
Totally getting a nice little second free throw there as well.
And Sydney Parsons checking in. She'll give Matty Willie a well-deserved break. Look, it's a fantastic thing for the Pirates when they've got Parsons and Willie, both either when they're on the court together playmaking or when they can just subbing each other out. They've always got a very experienced, very well ball handler and playmaker in.
Charlie Keeman doesn't quite convert on the inside pass. Almost looks like she got sort of elbowed in the face at the same time on a very straight up defensive player.
And Parsons with a steal almost.
Almost. Let's just call that a nothing. Parsons got the steal and then Rankin got the steal.
Good
It's
hands.
just scrappy ball.
Yeah, good hands by Parsons. She's forced a turnover with her hands in the paint. Hands in the way, sorry. As Maddie Willie will sub in, giving Charlie Keeman a break. So it was just a quick break for Maddie Willie. She's back in. With a minute 40 left, I think Pirates will try to push this lead out to halftime.
Yeah, there was no need to take Willie off for too long. I mean, that was only her second foul down on the inside before, so there wasn't much need to keep her off for too long. So Southwest is going to have it, with a minute and 46 seconds to go in the first quarter. They lead 39-20 over the Gold Coast Rollers.
Yeah, Sydney and Cheslake working that pick and roll again. This time Parsons keeps it. Oop, a little slip up.
Willie driving strong around the outside. Cheslake can't quite keep her hands on at that time. Rankin picks up the steal.
Yeah, good hands by Gold Coast defense there. As soon as Cheslake looked like she was going to get the ball, they threw the double team as Cheslake just gets the steal.
Ooh.
Creates that Pirates transition.
Oh, nice little
pass.
look there. That's beautiful basketball from both Maddie Willie and AU.
Yeah, good run in the lanes by Big Sab. And Maddie, being a great passer that she is, just finds her for the easy layup. Well, Maddie might have those 10 assists by half time, but she gets a rebound as well.
As Hall goes strong to the basket for Gold Coast. Couldn't quite convert there, though. Sydney Parsons takes an elbow jumper, and she sinks that like she didn't even try.
And Maddie Willie just picked up that last rebound as well. I think that's her 4th rebound. She's flirting with a triple-double already.
Yeah, Willie and Cheslake both having very strong games. Parsons doing an amazing job in getting the nice open looks to Cheslake in particular on the inside. A lot of strong performers from the Southwest team.
Rankin with a beautiful pump fake, rips it through, nice little pull-up jumper. That's all they need to do. They get past that first defender before getting into the big girls inside. They need to pull up those little pull-up jummies.
Yeah, just throwing it straight back in Sydney Parsons' face, saying, "You can pull up a jump shot, so can I."
As it looks
it's
like
almost the same looking shot.
Yeah, looks like we'll take the last possession of the half now.
Yeah, just under 10 seconds to go now as Parsons kicks out. Manamaluga going to take the long 3-bomb and drains it on the buzzer. 2 seconds to go with the 3. Manamaluga looking like she didn't even need to think about it. That just looked so natural on the buzzer.
Yeah, one dribble in, step back, big 3. It was beautiful to see.
Well, we've just had a huge half of Southwest Metro Pirates from the...
Cheslake has been a monster. 14 points, 3 rebounds, an assist, 3 steals and 2 blocks. Even on the defensive end, she's been incredible. Just a hand in every play. Not to be outdone though, Maddie Willie, 5 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists already. And fellow guard, Sydney Parsons, 2 points and 5 assists. So those two have got this offense running on a string, and even defensively, Sydney Parsons put her hand in the lane quite a few times, so they're looking good. As for Gold Coast, look, they're struggling to get their offense done. Hall is still the leading scorer on 2 from 8. A couple of others have chipped in, but there's nothing too outstanding of what they've done. Look, it's just been all Pirates. It's been a one-way game so far.
Absolutely. So we're going to take a bit of a break here as we enter the halftime break. This is QBL Round 3 action as we watch the Southwest Metro Pirates take on the Gold Coast Rollers. This has been presented to you by Panagos Productions. And welcome back to Hibiscus Sports Complex, where we're about to bring you the second half action of the QBL Women, which is the Gold Coast Rollers taking on your Southwest Metro Pirates. Southwest currently leading the way 46-22, having an incredibly dominant first half. JP, let's go through some of the Southwest stats, and let's just look at all the good things that they're doing at the moment.
Well, we'll start with everything. The Pirates are just dominating head to toe at the moment. Look, every major team's category, their points off turnovers, they're 17-8. Points in the paint, 26-10. Look, they're dominating down low. Helps with big girls like Cheslek and Rees being the anchors in the paint. Look, Cheslek is 6 from 7 from the field, all in the keyway. Rees 3 from 3 in the keyway as well, with 1 3-pointer actually. Sorry, 2 from 2 in the keyway, 1 3-pointer for her. They're playing fantastic. Second chance points on the offensive glass. They're winning 9-2. And bench points. Their bench is destroying Gold Coast's bench, 29-12. What Gold Coast need to do coming out of the half time is they need to get on a scoring run quickly. They need to start this half with like a 10-0 run or something, just to just get in the face of the Pirates, make them worried, make them work. Because at the moment the Pirates this game is all Pirates at the moment. We've got an official triple-double watch for Maddie Willie, who's on 5 points, 4 rebounds, and 6 assists. She's playing fantastic, but not to be outdone by Shelby Cheslek. 12 points, 3 rebounds, an assist, 3 steals, 2 blocks. She's been everywhere tonight, and those are 2 key performers for the Pirates so far.
As we're about to get underway here, Gold Coast is going to kick off in this third quarter action between the Gold Coast Rollers and the Southwest Metro Pirates. While we're going on about that, we just want to thank our partner sponsors for tonight, which is TripBookie. If you've got any travel needs, hotels, flights, accommodation, jump onto tripbookie.com.au and they'll help you out. And also WCMG as well. We really appreciate your help tonight, guys. It's been really great that we can bring you this live game here as we see a long 3-point shot drained straight away from Sian Woods.
Yeah, that's what they need. She got a wide open look there. They haven't had too many wide open looks like that. If they can work the ball moving around, get good looks like that, and just like that on defense, if they get a block on Shelby, big block, Pirates will keep possession, but that was good rotation defensively for them to stop that little. She had a lane to the hoop, and then they closed it up pretty quickly.
And let's see what Gold Coast comes out here as well. I mean, they've started the quarter with an absolute bang, so if they can get a stop here and get another couple of quick points on the basket, they might actually start to find themselves on a bit of a roll.
Yeah, Parsons, make sure that doesn't happen with a nice little pull-up layup, but she took a hard fall there as well, but she'll run that one off. Gold Coast with the ball moving around up top.
Yeah, Glazebrook will settle things down a little bit as they try and set something up here. They've got it's kind of halfway between a 4-1 and a 5-man out shell as Woods tries to go for a little hook shot, but doesn't get far enough under the basket. Nice long pass up to Cheslek. She's too far under the basket, though. Will pick up the nice, quick, easy foul from Rankin.
Yeah, she runs the floor well for a big girl. Like, she's the first one down the floor. Catch it. She might have caught it just a little bit too far into the hoop, but look, she draw the foul. And looks like we've got a little bit of a sub. Not quite though.
I think she's going to be made to take the sub anyway. I mean, as soon as the referee calls the sub, you have to have the sub.
Looks like
no,
they're not going to enforce that. No.
So no sub. Sydney Parsons is going to stay on. I think they thought she was injured. As soon as that kind of all took place, Scott was just asking her if she was all right, but I think he thought she got injured, but apparently not.
She kind of gave him a look of, what are you doing? Don't sub me now.
Yeah, it's just a little bit of third quarter fun. Why not? To keep things interesting.
Yeah, Cheslek makes both free throws.
And that brings up the half century for the Southwest, leading 50-25, as I get a punch from Chris Wright out for stealing her comment.
Yeah, look,
we get along well with the bench here. It's all fun and games with everyone on the bench.
Gold Coast with a little pick action there, but no roll, and look.
Ooh, Glazebrook just, not quite looking ahead to where she was going to pass now, and Glazebrook just found herself in a little bit of a spot of bother. Southwest also turning it over, though, as we come to a jump ball situation. So Southwest will maintain it, but it was a little bit of a risky move on the inside. Yeah,
I think right idea for the little pass by Maddie, but look, she's a talented enough player that she probably should have just put the ball on the floor and gone to the hoop for the layup herself. But good work by Gold Coast stopping that transition. They had a 3-on-1 fast break. And
Sydney Parsons with a little bit of a shuffle and then an airball 3. It's very uncharacteristic for Parsons.
Yeah, maybe she was a little bit hurt.
Yeah, maybe she was injured after all. I think she'd like to blame it on an injury.
Yeah. Sydney Parsons making Woods work with the ball. A fantastic defender, Sydney. She causing little mistakes all the time.
Glazebrook taking a little pop jump shot. That one doesn't fall, though. Cheslak barely even needing to move in order to pull down the rebound as she goes inside now as well. Doesn't quite get there. Kicks back out as Maddie Willie now takes a drive to the basket. Throws it over the top. Kicks back out again. Can't quite convert the long shot there is Kelly Page.
That was really unfortunate for the Pirates. That ball movement was a thing of beauty. Drive, kick, drive, kick. They kept on finding the open player.
Yeah, the inside-out game for Southwest tonight as a whole has been really, really strong as we see Sian Woods go inside for 2.
But lazy transition D from Gold Coast. Oh,
huge block there from Glazebrook. I think that's 2 blocks now for Glazebrook as well. She's not exactly the tallest player on the court, but she's getting her hands in the right place to get the blocks.
Yeah, look, it was a good recovery. Initially, they just let Page slip out on the lane for what looked like an easy layup, but look, she recovered well and got the block. Glazebrook did.
So Southwest will retain the ball here with 18 seconds on the shot clock. Sydney Parsons almost open for the long shot. Does just kick it back around, though, to slow things up. Sky Reed's looking for the shot. Doesn't quite get there, though. Parsons has it now. Goes inside. Sky Reed takes the jumper. That one doesn't quite fall, though.
Rebound there by Vera. Look, Gold Coast need to fix their offense a little bit. There's a lot of just standing around while only 2 players are doing, like, on the ball, there's a pick and roll, but off the ball, a lot of players are just standing around, no cuts. And it kind of makes it easy for the defense. They just have to stand. They don't have to work. They know where their players are.
Yeah, it is a very slow offense at the moment. I mean, look at that lazy screen there from Glazebrook. I mean, she barely even made it to the player and just kind of gave up halfway through. Drives through the center, hits a roadblock, and just turns the ball over.
Yeah, missed shot there.
Gold Coast needs a timeout. They just need to recover. They need to recuperate. They need to try and sort something out because at the moment it is a very, very lazy offense. And they need to get sharper if they're going to try and get themselves back into this game.
And saying that, Maddie Wheeler with the turnover. Right idea. Just kind of hard to make a post feed from the top of the keyway like that. Bit of a lob pass, and that one's gone out of bounds. So Gold Coast will take possession. And
I mean, I know Cheslak's tall, but she's not quite that tall.
yeah.
All right, let's see what Gold Coast comes up with here now. Let's just see if they can fix this offense a tiny bit. Just bring a little bit more tenacity into the game.
Yeah, well, Glazebrook picks up a dribble. She's in a bit of trouble. Ooh, she got the pass off.
Woods, just nice little jump shot on the buzzer. Can't quite get it in. Gold Coast really not getting any luck with these rims here tonight, JP.
Yeah, and I think Cheslak could be credited with that rebound. Look, they're taking shots late in the shot clock, and that's just a credit to the Pirates' defense. But at the same time, Gold Coast got to move the ball and move off the ball as well, because they not only was the Pirates' defense fantastic, but there was no scoring opportunity until the end of the shot clock.
As Maddie Willie just sets herself up for a nice long 3 and gets that one in with ease.
As we said at the start of the game, if you leave her open, she's going to knock that down all day.
I mean, Gold Coast has a fairly large bench here as well tonight, so I'm not too sure. They just need to start rotating through their players. I mean, the 5 we've got on the court at the moment, they need a rest. They're looking tired. And again, that's the second time in the space of about 2 minutes where they've driven straight into a couple of defensive players and turned the ball over without even getting the ball up.
I imagine it wouldn't be long before Hall subs back in, as she seemed to be the one to create most of the offense for Gold Coast when she subbed in.
Yeah, it has made a huge difference not having Hall on the court. I mean, not only can she make the nice, quick, tough shots, but she does. She gets that ball movement going. She motivates the girl to get into the open positions. As Vera now holds the ball up. No movement from the Gold Coast team. They're all just standing around.
Look, and that's tough.
Rankin, nice little pump fake. Can't quite convert again. Getting unlucky with the snapbacks.
It's tough for Vera. If she's standing over there, she's definitely a big player, not used to handling the ball. But if her teammates aren't moving to get open, then what's she meant to do with it?
Glazebrook again getting the nice block down the defensive end. Gold Coast coming up with it once more.
Yeah, she has what looks like a mismatch in the post, but it's hard to call it a mismatch when you got big Shelby in the middle.
Woods takes the long 3. That one just rims out. Parsons now looking to slow things down in the backcourt and just recoup the Southwest team, give them a little bit of a rest.
Yeah, it's been a little bit of a slow third quarter for both teams. Oh! And we got a big foul there. Foul will be on Vera.
Not too sure what Sydney was arguing about with that one. She got the foul call. There was no malice in that or anything. I mean, it was just it was defense.
I think she's trying to say that, like, she just stuck her leg out without playing at the ball.
No, that was all fair game. That was a regular foul. There was no malice. She didn't intentionally try and hit her. It was just, it was a foul. She got the call. She'll get the ball back.
Yeah.
As we go to a timeout here, we're going to take a quick break as well, guys, and have a drink. And we'll be back very, very shortly with more live QBL action from Hibiscus Sports Complex. And welcome back as we continue this third quarter action here with 4 minutes and 12 seconds to go. Gold Coast really struggling to get some points on the board at the moment as they try and prevent Southwest from stretching their lead. Maddie Willie fires under pressure with 2 seconds to go on the shot clock. Doesn't quite go in, and Glazebrook pulls down the nice, easy rebound. Yeah,
Southwest has subbed on a few bench players here, but leaving Sydney and Maddie to help run the show with them. As Emma Hall's back in, and look, Impact straight away, she gets a basket. She might, if Gold Coast have any chance of closing this lead, she might have to stay in the rest of the game or just run an offense through her. Just no other Gold Coast players really creating scoring opportunities.
Sydney Parsons with it now at the top of the key. She kicks out to Maddie Willie. Southwest looking really structured in their offense. They're definitely showing a much more structured setup compared to the Gold Coast team at the moment.
The three there by Parsons falls just short. Big rebound there by Vera. We've got a timeout incoming from Pirates. Pirates coach not too happy about the play.
It's Hall trying to do it all herself. Just gets taken out by Sydney Parsons from underneath. And so we're going to have another timeout here. Look, let's just stick around for a little bit though, JP. Let's hold it here. Look, talk us through this Southwest team at the moment. I really want to just go through some of the stats in terms of the percentages from what they're hitting. Yeah, look,
Southwest are shooting very well from the field. They're 21 from 44 for 47%. And their threes, they're shooting a good clip. 40% from three is a fantastic percentage for a team. Only 4 from 10, but look, it's spread out. You got 2 from 4 from Maddie. You got 1 from Rees. And then you got the 1 to end the half from Anamaluga from 3. But look, inside is where they're doing all the damage. Shelby Cheslek, 6 from 8 from the field, and Rees as well, 3 from 4 from the field. Surprisingly, Sydney Parsons hasn't had a great shooting game. She's only 2 from 9, but her impact has been felt everywhere else on the court. Like, she's got 6 assists, 3 rebounds. She's got a steal as well, and she's the one who drives this Pirates offense. She's very fast. She keeps pushing the pace, keeps this Gold Coast team on their heels.
Yeah, absolutely. In terms of tonight's game, Parsons' impact on this game hasn't been felt on the score sheet. It's been every single passage of play where Southwest has scored. I think Parsons has touched the ball at least once, if not twice.
Yeah.
You know, she's just got that amazing vision. She knows where the ball needs to go and how it's going to get there, whether it be directly from her with the assist inside the Cheslek, or whether it's a smart pass from the top of the key down to the lower corner and then inside. She just knows where the ball has to be at every point in time. She's just got amazing foresight for how to get the ball in the bucket.
Yeah, if this was hockey, I wouldn't be surprised she had a heap of hockey assists, which is the pass to the pass that makes the score. So the pass to the assister, I imagine she'd have quite a few as she just keeps running the offense. But her impact has also been fantastic on the defensive end. Every Gold Coast possession, she keeps pressuring the ball handler, making them work as the Pirates get a big steal there from Beatson.
Sydney Parsons, nice powerful pass to the inside to Beatson. She couldn't quite get the ball up though. Just puts it to the floor quickly and then kicks back out to Willie to settle things down again. We got 10 seconds on the shot clock. Willie pass over to AU, kicks out to Keeman. She drives inside and floater in for 2. Yeah. And again, Southwest, amazing offensive performance.
Yeah,
that was,
ball
what,
movement
6, 7 passes before they got the ball inside? I mean, they're just showing such dominance and such foresight for where the ball needs to go.
Yeah, it was fantastic. Got the ball over on one end of the court within 3 passes over the other end, and they got a nice little layup out of it.
And then you come down the other end at Gold Coast, there's not a single pass, and Hall just goes straight to the basket for herself. I mean, I know she's been the key scorer, but you've got to look for the open shots. You can't just drive down the center through 2 players.
Yeah, absolutely. But I think she's taken it upon herself because just no one else is creating for Gold Coast, which makes it tough for her.
And again, Southwest kicking the ball around nice and fast. Parsons just settles things upside. She's going to take it herself. She drains the long 3 from 2 feet outside the 3-point line.
Yeah, it was beautiful ball movement. Every time Gold Coast turns their head, there's another pass thrown by the Pirates to an open player. And look, if Parsons didn't shoot that herself, she had Maddie Willie open on the 45 for her own 3. So look, 3 points was coming from that possession either way. It was Charlie Keeman with fantastic defense on the screen. Gold Coast lucky to still have the ball there.
5 seconds on the shot clock. Gold Coast again struggling to get the ball up in time. Vera takes a rushed outside jumper, but she'll manage to get that one through the hoop.
Yeah, nice shot by Courtney Vera. There's fantastic D by the Pirates. Unfortunately, results in a basket.
Ooh, Charlie Keeman, no-look pass to the inside, just went straight into the hands of Woods. Not what she would have been hoping for.
Yeah, if you don't look for the pass, it's not going to work.
Woods now drives around the outside. She takes a wide open 2-point shot from the outside. That one doesn't fall though. Parsons pulling down the nice easy rebound for Southwest as she settles things up.
Look, the closest contest this game is between Sydney Parsons and Maddie Willie for a triple-double. With Sydney Parsons now 7 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists of her own.
Make that 9 points, potentially the 10th right here as she goes to the bucket, sinks the 2, and she'll get the and 1 opportunity.
Look, from your 2 lead guards, this is exactly what you want to see. It's not just that they're scoring, they're setting teammates up, and it's awesome to see your point guard and your shooting guard both getting in there, getting a heap of rebounds. The fact that Maddie is tied for a leading rebound with Shelby Cheslek, and Sydney's not far behind with 4 rebounds herself. It's just fantastic to see.
Yeah, it's really dominant from this whole starting 5 team from the Southwest Pirates. I mean, it's been an absolutely amazing performance. It wouldn't surprise me if 2, maybe even 3 players from the Southwest team get a double-double and maybe even a triple-double.
Yeah, absolutely. The only thing that might stop it is they're up by 30 right now with 58 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. I reckon the 4th quarter you might see a little bit of a couple of bench players just getting a chance to run and get some legs under them. So we'll see what happens heading into the 4th.
It will be interesting to see what Coach McKenzie does because Southwest suffered a couple of punishing losses in a really, really tough round 1 road trip against Townsville and Cairns. So they're going to need to get as many points on the basket on the board as possible. So they can go 1 or 2 ways. They can either throw on their bench players and give them some experience, or they can just get back some of the points that they lost out in that first round road trip.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a nice little layup there by Glazebrook. A rare Gold Coast possession that resulted in 2 points.
And again, Southwest with the passes all around the place to get to a wide open Renee Tees for a long 2. That one doesn't quite fall though, but when you've got Cheslek on the inside, you know you're getting that ball back.
They fight hard for the offensive rebound, but good hustle by Vera making sure she doesn't get the offensive rebound. We've got a jump ball and Gold Coast will take possession.
Yeah, 16 seconds to go as well, so Gold Coast will have the last possession. Let's see if they can get up to 35 on this one. As Hall brings the ball down, she's going to settle things up and try and look for the open opportunity.
I think there'll be a pick and roll with Hall where she'll take it herself coming.
But again, very weak pick and roll. It wasn't set up. It was too high, though.
Yeah, it's kind of, but they're focusing then.
Bring you into the 61 lead. The Gold Coast roll by Panagos. And welcome back to Hibiscus Sports Complex as we begin to bring you the 4th quarter of Southwest Metro Pirates versus the Gold Coast Rollers. Southwest quite comfortably in front, 61-33 over the Rollers. JP, let's go through some quick stats before we start this quarter.
Leading the way for the Pirates, we've got Maddie Willie, 8 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists, and she'll start this quarter. She might try to look for that triple-double early on. But we've also got Sydney Parsons, 10 points, 5 rebounds, and 6 assists, not to be outdone. And the leading scorer is Shelby Cheslak, 14 points and 5 big rebounds as well. Not to mention 4 steals and 2 blocks. She's been everywhere on the court. I imagine they might just get a couple minutes from her to just close out the game before the young ones sub in.
Nice long 3-point there from Renee Tees. That one gets nothing but air, though. That's a me kind of shot. Except mine probably missed by even more. Hall powering down the court with some tenacity. Charlie Keeman doing really well to keep up with her there. Hall makes the break. Bit of body contact there as well, but they're going to call that one out of bounds. Hall doesn't look too happy about it.
Yeah, that'll be 3rd block for Shelby Cheslak. Look, it's kind of tough to score. There was 0 passes on that little passage of play. It's not like there was an easy lane to the hoop as well, but look, it's hard for her to pass if her teammates just aren't going to move around the court.
No, exactly it. I mean, that's the thing. Like, Hall feels like she has to do everything by herself at the moment. I mean, there just isn't that offensive movement. The screens are lazy. The movement around the court is slow and lethargic. This Gold Coast team just needs to recoup. I mean, there just needs to be a little bit of drive in terms of movement and performance, and a little bit of, like, even going back to training, like a little bit of acceleration training, endurance training would go a long way to getting this Gold Coast team a little bit more on track.
A lot of it's like movement off the ball as well. You can't create scoring opportunities if you've got players just standing still. They're getting a couple of little pick and roll action up the top, but like if there's no cutters or anything, if Southwest figure out the first rotation, which they do, then Gold Coast have got nothing.
Glazebrook, from a nice little shoulder jump shot. That one falls into the hands of Willie. Southwest powering through nice and quick up the other end. Again, Cheslak just can't quite keep her hands on that one. A little bit too strong.
Yeah, that was a layup gone begging. Passed just slightly over the top by Tees, but that would have been 2 points if it landed in her hands.
Hall again powering down the center. Just rushing a layup. You can't try and shoot over the top of Cheslak. She's like 6.5 feet tall. You're not going to get a layup over the top of her. Renee Tees' jump shot goes in for 2.
And Charlie Kamen playing fantastic full court D on Emma Hall, making her work.
She's always been very light on her feet, Charlie, as well. Like, she's always had that advantage. Like, she is so petite in the sense that she has really good foot speed. So her defense has always been impeccable, and it's the reason why she's gotten as far as she has.
Thank you.
Yeah, JP getting involved with the game. A little bit of a ball touch there.
Oh, yeah. My catching skills have left me.
You ever had them?
At one point.
That was some years ago then, JP.
Yeah. That's why we're in the booth, Regan.
Yeah, neither is it that good at players, really, to be honest. We weren't good referees either.
Yeah, we got a foul here from Gold Coast.
That one's probably going to be on Vera, I think. Yeah, that one does fall on Vera. Just that little bit of a hand foul. Look, nothing major on something like that as well. So Southwest will get the ball with 14 seconds on the baseline.
And it looks like they're running a bit of a high screen, step out. Bit of screen action here, Maddie Willie and Shelby Cheslak.
Again, Southwest with a nice quick passes. Cheslak just losing that one as well. Starting to get her turnover numbers up, unfortunately. Just can't quite keep a hand on the ball.
A couple of them are there forcing into her. I mean, it's hard not to force into her when you're that big and that skilled. But she gets it back with a big block there. Pirates lead the transition. And Maddie Willie's going to get fouled for 2 shots. She's been, Shelby Cheslak's been all over the court. 4 steals and 3 blocks. That, I believe, was just her 4th block. She's such a fantastic player, and she's earning a well-deserved break. I don't think we'll see her back at the end of this game. 30-point game right now.
Yeah, look, she might spend the rest of the game off. I mean, she did just only get off a plane from the States this morning, so it's probably a very well-deserved rest to be sitting on the bench for a little bit of a break.
Absolutely. And what a game it's been as well. 14 points, 5 rebounds, 4 steals, 3, possibly 4 blocks. And she's got an assist to go along with it. Going 6 from 8 from the field. It's just fantastic. As we've got Gold Coast getting to the line there, that is Johnston drawing the contact. She'll have 2 free throws coming up.
I think Gold Coast is just starting to force things a little bit too much again. They're trying to drive through the centre of 2 or 3 defensive players. I mean, you've got two very different tactics on the floor at the moment. I mean, you've got Gold Coast running and gunning, trying to drive down the middle and draw those fouls, which, to their credit, is working at the moment. They are actually picking up the fouls on the Southwest girls. But then you've got down the other end, Southwest. I mean, they've got such a strong offensive passing game at the moment. I mean, every single shot has had, I reckon, 6, if not 7 or more passes before there's even a shot attempted.
Yeah, you can see the difference in the ball movement. Pirates are moving the ball, finding the open player inside, outside, whereas Gold Coast at the moment, they're just kind of isolating 1 or 2 passes, drive straight into the key where they've got the big girls standing in the way.
I mean, that was 8 passes right there as Rees just takes a nice, easy sitter from the free throw line. I mean, you got 8 passes. I mean, that's the kind of basketball that Southwest needs to continue playing moving forward as well.
Rees had a really under the radar, very good game though. 7 points, 3 from 4 from the field, 4 rebounds of her own. She's been everywhere as well. Like, this Pirates team has been fantastic tonight, and it shows looks like they'll walk away with a big victory.
Sydney Parsons takes a long 2. That one doesn't quite fall though.
Glazebrook works hard for that rebound. Good hustle by her. And Johnston on the other end of the layup, not quite. Beats and keeps it in bounds with a rebound. Now Pirates got a 2-on-2 fast break.
Parsons tries to go herself, but just gets taken out by Hall inside the key.
Yeah, it was a good foul. I think she managed to get to her just before the layup, so it'll be a reset possession from the baseline.
And we've got a timeout here on the floor, so we're going to take a quick break as well. It's 66-35. Southwest Metro Pirates are leading in this QBL Round 3 action. This has been Pirates TV, presented to you by Panagos Productions. And welcome back to the Hibiscus Sports Complex on the Harry Haxton Court as we continue to bring you QBL Round 3 action between the Southwest Metro Pirates and the Gold Coast Rollers. JP, the game's all but done. What do you reckon the Gold Coast Rollers are going to need to do to finish off this game? Should they start just running and gunning, or should they just start working on some of their plays?
Look, I think they've got to get some confidence heading into next week. They work on their ball movement a bit more on offense, and hopefully they can at least take a couple of bright points to head into next week with maybe get a couple of stops as well, but Rees with a nice little jump shot there helped pile on the points a bit more. But they've subbed Hall off, who's been there. Even though she hasn't passed it much, she's been their main scoring option. So they'll look to try and get a bit of ball movement to end the game. As we got a Pirate sub, Charlie's getting a break. In comes Paige.
I mean, Gold Coast has definitely done a lot of good things as well. I mean, to a very big degree, they've just fallen really unlucky with some of the rims tonight. I mean, they've had some very good-looking scoring opportunities. They've just had the unfortunate bounce. I mean, they're just not used to these rings and these backboards as well.
Yeah, there was a couple of little layups that, like for instance, I think it was that first quarter where Johnston missed the sitter. She got past Shelby and then couldn't finish the layup. Which, if you got the big girls in there, if you get the scoring opportunity where it's wide open, you need to convert on this level. Yeah,
absolutely. I mean, that's going to be the biggest part of their game. I mean, at the moment, if they had even a 10% increase in their score rate at the moment, this will be a much more competitive game. I mean, a 10% score increase, it'd probably be the difference of about 15, 20 points, I reckon.
Well, their field goal percentage is at 26 in the game, which is, as a team, is woeful.
Yeah,
so
one from 4 is not going to be competitive in this kind of level moving forward as well.
Yeah, and that's not to mention all the turnovers they've got as well. They've got 15 turnovers, which is hard when you've got such active hands on the Pirates girls defensively. But look, it's a young team, as we said at the start of the game. These are things they're just going to have to work on to get to the next level, I guess.
As Sydney Parsons now brings the ball down for the Southwest Pirates. They look inside. Sky Rees kicking back out again. Once again, inside-outside game for Southwest is just incredible. The ball goes inside, the scoring opportunity is not there, and they kick it over to the other side where there's a nice open opportunity to score.
And we got subs first of the Pirates bench coming in. Celeste Williams making a debut for this game.
So Renee Tees picks up just a little bit of a slap to the face foul.
And
She'll
Shelby
get subbed out.
staying in as well, subbing back in. So maybe she's trying to just get a little bit more familiarity with the girls. But it's good seeing that when the Pirates play the young players, they leave in some of the veterans so they can learn from. Like Sydney's in with Celeste, who's a young player, who's another one, been in the system a while.
Yeah, Celeste having a bit of an unlucky season last year with trying to battle multiple injuries, so she didn't hit a lot of court time last season. So it's definitely good to see her on the court this year as well. I mean, she does have potential to be a great player in the future, but really unfortunate season last year with those leg injuries.
And big three missed by Page, but rebound by Parsons.
She goes up for another three. That one just rims out as well.
I believe that'll be Parsons' 7th rebound. Look, she looks like she'll be the closest to the triple-double. 10 points, 7 rebounds, and 7 assists, which is fantastic. Maddie Willie not to be outdone, though. 9.7 rebounds and 7 assists.
And I was almost willing to bet on Renee Tees getting that triple-double as well.
Maddie Willie, you mean?
Maddie Willie,
Yeah.
sorry. This Pepsi's going straight to my head.
So that's one of the missed layups we're kind of talking about. Johnson did well, got around the corner, but you got to convert those ones. I think a couple of the issues, she wasn't using the backboard. As Rankin gets a nice steal, little 2-on-1 fast break, and Johnson converts this time. Nice layup, nice possession, good steal started by Rankin.
Yeah, good little passage of play there from the Gold Coast Rollers. I mean, it's those kinds of things they've been doing all game. Like they have a nice game. There's just a couple little things that they got to clean up so they can be a little bit more competitive.
Yeah, we got a foul coming in on Vera, just a little bit too much hands on the arms there in the post. And we have Kendall Parker subbing, and this will be her first playing time of the game tonight. So hoping she gets a little bit of experience as well. Another young player for Gold Coast Rollers. And great ball movement by Pirates. Just quick passes, quick passes.
Inside, outside, all night for the Southwest. I mean, this is probably the best I've ever seen the Southwest Pirates playing, and I'm talking for the last couple of years as well. I mean, I've never seen this many passes coming from your Southwest Pirates.
Yeah, look, the ball movement's just been fantastic. And what they're doing, they're only taking like 2 or 3 seconds. If there's no pass, if there's no shot or no dribble, they're moving the ball, which is what you love to see in an offense. As we've got a foul here on Pirates, that'll be on Celeste Williams, her first foul, so she's on the score sheet. And we got baseline ball coming up for the Rollers. Yeah, we got Gold Coast ball up the top in Kendall Parker's hands. And there's a deep 2 from Condon. Just falls short and goes out of bounds.
It's good to see Condon back on the court as well to finish off the game. I mean, she's sat off for the last whole 2 quarters essentially with those 4 quick early fouls. So good to see her back on the court. See if she can get a couple little quick points here as well. Try and boost her own morale as well more than anything. Yeah,
look, that's rough, and like I said, it was a bit of a questionable coaching decision, leaving her on the court in the second quarter with 3 fouls, and she picked up her 4th, so she's had to sit off for a while. And it looks like we've got a timeout coming from Southwest.
Look, we'll take a little bit of a break there as well. So we got a timeout for Southwest. The score is 68-37. Your Southwest Metro Pirates are leading the Gold Coast Rollers. We'll be right back with more live QBL action shortly. And welcome back to Hibiscus Sports Complex as we continue to bring this fourth quarter action of the QBL Southwest Metro Pirates, bringing the Gold Coast Rollers into their ship. 68-37. Southwest has well and truly won this game tonight. It's really good for them to get something on the board as well. I mean, Southwest having a really, really tough start to the season. They started with a Townsville-Cairns road trip. That was never going to be easy. Those northern teams this year in particular are so incredibly strong. So good to see them get a win on the board.
Yeah, especially as you saw without, as you said, this being Shelby's first game. If she had, maybe she played in those northern games, it'd be a bit different. But without her, it was like lambs to the slaughter. And
yeah, those rematch games are going to be incredibly interesting to see.
I think they only play once, don't they?
Do they? I'm not too sure how it works now with this new roster. So we've gone, for a bit of background, we've gone from a system where there used to be 3 pools. There was a northern pool, a southern pool, and a middle pool. This year, for the first time, they've actually gone away from that, and they're just doing a straight-up 1 to 15 teams, I think there is, and it's going to be the top 8 that come through to the grand final. So there's no longer going to be a pool system, which personally I'm a fan of, because some of the stronger teams in the north and in the middle region of Queensland, they'd miss out, despite the fact that they are by far the better teams.
Yeah, you've seen like a lot of people clamouring for it for years, because oftentimes you'll have some of the strongest teams, as you were saying, like Mackay, Rockhampton, Cairns, Townsville, normally all 4 of the top, sometimes 4 of the top 4 teams. Then oftentimes one of those teams misses out because of the pool system, which is unfortunate to see. But
almost every year, to be honest with you, it happens all the time. So you're right, because those 4 teams, generally speaking, are all incredibly competitive. They finish in the top 4 consistently, but one of them misses out because of the way the pool structure worked. So for the first time, I believe this is going to be the most fair system. So it is just going to be the best 8 teams by the end of round 15, I think it is going to be the one that goes into the semi and quarterfinals.
It also means the more traditionally weak southern pool, which consists of Southwest, Gold Coast, Logan in previous years, Ipswich, Toowoomba, they're going to have to step up, and because they won't be given that free pass by winning the pool anymore. As we turn to the action, Celeste with a wide open 3, misses a big rebound there by Kelly Page.
Southwest again showing off their passing game as they get their own board and set up a new offense. Sydney Parsons decides she's going to try things for herself for a change. Takes a right-handed hook shot over the shoulder. Can't quite get that one to fall though.
Yeah, the offense has gone a little bit wary, but
huge smackdown there from Southwest. That one, who was that one?
That was Shelby.
That was Chesley.
Who else? We've got a sub here. Maddie Willie subbing back in, taking out Sydney Parsons. And Emma Hall coming in, subbing out Vera.
I mean, that's just power. That is straight up power.
And size. That was gigantic. As Hall misses and Shelby gets another big rebound.
She might get that double-double after all.
Props to Logan Marks, the young girl. She drove it strong, regardless of the big player. And look, at that time, you just got to shake it off and get back out there and keep trying.
It was definitely the right idea as well. I mean, she had that drive down the center. She probably just should have pulled up a little bit earlier than what she did to take the shot. I mean, you're never going to be able to shoot over the top of Cheslake, but just a nice little, long jumper might have worked out a little bit better in her favor.
Yeah, absolutely.
Again, see, nice drive to the inside to kick out. So that inside-outside game is where Gold Coast needs to go. Perfect opportunity there for Rankin to score that 3. That's really great offensive play from Gold Coast.
Look, that was probably one of their best offensive possessions all game. They drove, they moved the ball around. Look, they got a wide open 3 because of it.
As Shia Yu goes inside for the nice easy 2 for Southwest. Yeah, definitely, JP. I couldn't agree more. I mean, that's really quality play from Gold Coast. They need to work on those kinds of things in training. I mean, that strong drive down the center of the keyway draws in your inside defensive players, which opens up that outside. I mean, that's why coaches teach inside-outside, because that's where your scoring opportunities come from.
Ooh. And Gold Coast breaks up that transition. Otherwise, that was going to be an easy layup for Shelby Cheslake, who has now got a double-double, 15 points and 10 rebounds, 4 steals and 4 blocks as well. So she's having a monster game.
Yeah, Cheslake definitely showing her dominance in this game as she makes her first appearance for Southwest. Only got off her playing this morning, but she's already showing how much of a powerhouse she's going to be in this team. Imagine, too, if she's tired, and this is her performance after, I don't know what it is, probably a 20-hour-ish flight. Imagine what she's going to do when she's well rested.
Oh, absolutely. As Maddie Willie picks up her double-digit scoring now. She's on 11 points with that nice little drive. As we play out the last minute of this contest.
Yeah, down to 51 seconds on the clock as Hall drives the ball down for Gold Coast. Starting to set up a bit of a play here. Open 3 there coming out of the coast. Couldn't quite convert though. Southwest now trying to push the ball down as quickly as possible. They want to see a touch again. Willie goes up for the 3, and that one's pulled down.
Big rebound there by Parker, the youngster. It's good to see her get amongst the boards and grab those rebounds.
Shot clock 9 seconds inside the game clock here as Willie goes for the steal, but just strips down on Hall's arm. So she'll go to the line for a last couple of minutes. 2 free throws.
There was a lot of ball on that one.
Yeah, well, look, put it to the line.
Yeah.
No harm done in something like that. I mean, Willie's not going to get subbed out. The game's won.
Look, one thing they can take away Gold Coast with this is Emma Hall's good at getting to the hoop and getting the opportunities, but what they need to do is they need to get the people moving off the ball when she makes those drives and look for little backdoor cuts. And when she makes those drives, she also has to keep her head up and see if she can find players for the easy layups. But look, it's been a good game by the Pirates, especially. They've been dominant. It's the only way to put it. Now she misses both free throws.
As we come into the last 20 seconds, Southwest is going to take this one home for the last play. JP, let's start rolling through some of the statistics here as we wrap up this game. Maddie really just going to hold the ball out. Let's go through Southwest, JP. Let's talk about the highs.
Yeah, we'll start with her. Look, 11 points, 7 rebounds. She almost got another assist, 8 assists as well. That was fantastic. But Shelby Cheslake, 15 points, 10 rebounds, 1 assist, 4 steals, 4 blocks for the debut from the big import. And Sydney Parsons as well, 10 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists of herself. So look, if you're picking an MVP, it's tough, but I'd probably have to go Shelby Cheslake just because of her all-around dominance. But look, these Pirate ladies played a fantastic game. Defensively, they were amazing. The fact that Gold Coast leading scorers, they had 3 people on 7 points. Glazebrook, Hall, and in double digits.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the Southwest team as a whole they've outperformed themselves. I reckon this is probably the best form I've ever seen Southwest in. Probably going back the last 2 or 3 seasons that we've been doing this. They've got it at both ends. They've got offense. They've got defense. I mean, you can see they're making 8 or 9 passes every single time in order to find that open shot. Their inside-outside game is absolutely phenomenal, and they're looking for those open opportunities. But more so than just that, they're converting them as well. Their shooting percentage has been off the chart. Cheslake in particular, barely even missing tonight. Great game from the Southwest Pirates. It's going to be really interesting to see as this team bonds a little bit more now that Cheslake has come in. It'll be really interesting to see what happens for the rest of the season for Southwest.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see when they get in some tough games if they go away from that ball movement and just try to isolate Cheslake. I think if they do that, they might get themselves in a bit of trouble. But look, if they can manage to keep moving the ball like that, they're going to probably have a pretty positive season.
Yeah, definitely so. And let's talk about Gold Coast as well. Look, they've got a little bit to work on, but as a team, there were definitely some positive things that we saw out of them tonight. I mean, they've got the fundamentals. They have the skill. They just need to start working. In particular, from my perspective, their fitness. They looked lethargic. They looked tired. I mean, no one likes driving an hour and a half to come up and play a game of basketball, but they need to be on their game. And there was just a couple of times where the offense was stinted because there was no movement. You know, there were lazy screens that weren't leading to anything, and there were players standing around not making the cuts through the center of the key. I mean, the fundamentals are there. They've got the shooting ability. They just need to start converting and making those open choices.
Yeah, at times it can be tough when you've got on the opposition a couple of big girls in the keyway. You can get a bit disheartened, especially when Pirates got out to that strong start. But as you saw, there were flashes that they can work on, stuff that they can take as positives, like that last possession where Rankin got the wide open 3 off like 3 or 4 nice passes. They need more of that. Hall showed a good ability off the bench to be able to create scoring opportunities. They just couldn't convert on a lot of them. But if she creates those drives and draws the defense and starts moving the ball around to open shooters, then things could look up for this Gold Coast team heading in the season.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they've got a little bit of a way to come, but they're going to have some very competitive games throughout the game, so everything's going to go well. As Southwest comes around, we're going to get all the high fives that we're going as well. So once again, guys, thank you very much for tuning in and watching this live QBL Round 3 action between the Southwest Metro Pirates and the Gold Coast Rollers. The score is 73-40. Southwest taking out the win, their first win of the season. Remember to stay tuned as well, guys. We're going to be bringing you all the live men's action as well. we have the men taking on Gold Coast with appearance from Torrey Craig, NBL superstar and Defensive Player of the Year for the Brisbane Bullets. So stick around, guys. It's all on our website. If you jump onto the piratesbasketball.com.au website, you'll find the link there. Don't forget to tune in. Thank you very much, guys. I've been Regan Baker. Got to throw a big thanks to Jordan Pelizzari, JP, for commentating with me. My main man, Jeremy, up on my camera as well, helping me out. Thanks, guys. We'll see you again soon for the men's game.